What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Or maybe it sags like a heavy load? Or does it explode? That poem by Langston Hughes, entitled Harlem, A Dream Deferred, was written around 1951, and it's amazing how relevant it is almost 70 years later. When Hughes talks about a deferred dream exploding, you can't help but make a connection with today's protests and the turbulence that has found expression in cities across the world now. What Hughes was getting at was more than just dreams, of course. He was thinking about the American dream and how it just wasn't happening for a large segment of America. The Hebrew prophets were concerned about broken dreams too, but more than that, broken promises. And Micah, for example, had something to say about that. Writing 8 centuries before Jesus lived, Micah had a bead on what God was doing in the world of ancient Israel, and he was called to be a mouthpiece for God's word. Micah's voice echoed through the land, and as a matter of fact, hasn't yet stopped. He was challenging his people to be more just in their living. Not just talk about it, but do it. I can't help but think that Micah would have something to say about the way justice is acted out across our world today. At this time of the week, Wednesday, the peaceful protesting continues. But what comes next? Faithful people are called to love mercy and to walk humbly, but that's not enough for justice. We're called to actually do justice. So questions arise. What does the word justice mean? Because justice for one person might be oppression for another person. And even if we can agree on definition of justice, how is it achieved? And I mean for all, as we pledge it will be. We'll look at what some of the giants of faith have said about justice, because it's complicated living in these turbulent times, infected with a global epidemic and racial unrest and international conflict. Living as a moral person and as a Christian has never been a cakewalk, but it's a job that we inherit when we profess our faith, along with making a joyful noise to the Lord, as the psalmist invites us to do. I really am looking forward to finding the good news in all this with you come Sunday. Won't you meet me here? Look for Cedar Springs United Methodist Church worship around 10 a.m. Sunday morning, and join us for What Happens Now? And don't forget, we're collecting pictures of fathers for a Father's Day slideshow on June 21st. You can email those to Jennifer at office@cedarspringsumc.org, and the address will be at the end of this video for you. And remember, life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who travel with us. So be swift to love, make haste to be kind, and go in peace to love and serve the Lord. See you Sunday.